Hello, welcome to part 3, didn't look on the camera there, of The Night of the Sleepy Panda. So in the first video we learnt the right hand part to the first page. In the second video we looked at the left hand part and just touched on the pedalling that's going to go under it. You may well find that pedalling quite difficult. It's something to, sometimes you might just want to leave it out and just play without the pedal. But every once in a while come back to it as you think you get to know how to play something well, and just see if you can bring the pedal back into it. So I'm going to work without the pedal for the moment, okay, but I will be coming back to that in later videos for this piece. So we've got the right and the left hand parts. Let's just look at the very first line. So a little recap. In the first line, the left hand is just doing this. And it's in threes, these are quavers, 1 and 2 and 3. You'll notice nothing happens on the 3 because it's the tied note where it's held. Now in the right hand it's going 1, 2, 3, 1. Now you notice there was happening on the 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 1. So when you bring these things together, it's going to go cross up, move up to that note, and then let go of everything. Get the idea? So it starts together. You play 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now while that one's held, place your next note there. Now when your left hand goes down, try and leave that one on so you don't break this phrase. See that note's still on even now, even after I've been rabbiting for a while, and then I'm ready to do it with the next note. Now, this is the end of the phrase completely here, so we'll let go of everything. Moving back. Now, same deal. I'm going to have to let go of that, but I'm going to leave that one on. And now I'm going to have a little look at the second line. So the right hand's going to go. So this is the right hand. It's all one big phrase. There's one curvy line over the whole thing. So lovely legato phrase. So that's the right. Now the left hand, just to recap. So that was the same as before, but then this. Back down, bring your 3 over, put in an extra note. So to show you how that would go together, so this is the beginning of the second line. 4th finger there, little finger there. So they start together. You do that. You go up. Now, I'm not going to drop back down. Now I'm just putting my little finger on the C sharp, F sharp there. And then these 2 go together. Now you've got your thumb there. Let go of that, but that's still on. Bring the 3 over. And now I'll have to let go of that so I can do that. Because it's all held on the pedal, you won't notice that note's been taken out early. Right, so to show you what we've got so far, I'm doing it without any pedal. Notice how I'm trying to keep this phrase sustained. I'm going to get quieter. 3 over. Take that thumb out so I can do that. Next bit's the same to begin with. This is all the same. And this. Now, instead of going down to that, which is what we did before, I'm going to go up to that. And here's the left hand part. Down, down, up. And there we have the first page. So, as I say, what I'd recommend, just check you can play it first of all, okay? But at some point you're going to have to think about bringing that pedal in. So I'll show you what I mean again. So you can't see, in fact I'll move the camera very slightly. So you can see my lovely socked foot there doing the pedaling. So I'm going to put the pedal, I don't know what you're about to say, oh yes, you can still see it, that's good. So just to show you how it's going to work with the pedal, I'm going to put the pedal on and I start. So the pedal stays on. Now, I I'm going to let go of the left hand, but my pedal is very much still on. Now, when I start, just in that moment, I put that F sharp down and that. I bring the pedal up and down and carry on. Same idea, pedals on. Note up, down. Note up, down. Going to keep doing that. Note up, down. Note up, down. Note up, down. And now I can just keep the pedal on. So there's quite a lot of notes running together, but that's a nice sound, isn't it? So it's designed to work that way. And then the next bit, you work in a similar fashion. So although in some ways this piece is quite easy, little things like getting that pedaling right and getting the phrases right, you know, finding where phrases end and new phrases start whilst keeping left-hand bits going. Some of that stuff's quite tricky, and that's where all the extra marks are going to be in this piece. And they're also going to be the thing, more importantly, that's going to make it sound really good and professional in your final performance. So just take your time and see how much of what I've just said in that video you can really try to take on board. So have a little go, you know, you'll get tired, come back to it another day and have another go, okay? But remember, there's a bit more to it than just playing the notes. You've got to think about that pedaling and the way it's phrased. You know, so phrasing literally just means where you're keeping a legato phrase, or where you're just letting go before you start a new phrase. It's all marked in the music.